It's the AFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Las Vegas. It's the Bengals and the Raiders on Sunday night primetime.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding it for a short gain.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Burrow will throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now a man born here in California, Joe Mixon. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And able to get this to the 31.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. I had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
McPherson's kick is good, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. Leading them out, still one of the most recognizable QBs in the game and one of the most fun QBs in his 5th season. It's Gardner Minshew.
And how about this young man? Took the NFL world by storm. As a 6th-round rookie, signature mullet, mustache, but 21 touchdowns for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Great personality, and everyone gravitates towards this guy. Teammates love to win with a quarterback who leads them like that, and fans love to root for a guy who seems just like them.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there, because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 4. Here's Minshew. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They'll go play action here with Minshew. That's caught by Myers. Touchdown! Jacoby Myers, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. On as the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Burrow. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here, they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Bengals offense returns to the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Minshew sets to throw. He finds Mayer here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Minshew, 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action, it's Minshew. Got a man, it's Mayer. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Michael Mayer, 36 yards. And the Raiders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Carlson on for the PAT. And it's 21-3. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished off by a Michael Mayer touchdown grab. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set them down started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Mixon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Now Minshew. Gets it downfield to Mayer. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. First down. Here's Burrow. Over the middle. That's caught by Chase. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Ertz over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2 yards to go, second down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Finding Ertz again. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. McPherson's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Let's go, baby.
So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the NFC Championship game held earlier today. And it is the San Francisco 49ers who are heading back to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this AFC Championship game. It was a strong first half for the well-traveled quarterback, Gardner Minshew. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. Both these teams going through their final adjustments before the second half. Which one will lift the Lamar Hunt trophy? To find out, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Mayer. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Jacobs going to try the middle. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Over the middle, he's got Myers. Touchdown, Raiders! Jacoby Myers. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Burrow's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Mixing up the middle. Dodges him at the 50. Still on his feet. Joe Mixon. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 60 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Second down, Jacobs once more. Shrugs him off. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. A good running there by Jacobs on first down as he's able to take this forward for a gain of 6. From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Minshew. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 40-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And some room to work. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Unable to corral him, he fights through. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Here we go.
Now Burrow on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Burrow, a throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate. Big. Receivers out, let it fly, but the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else. It makes a dramatic play.
Second down, Jacobs once more. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. 3rd and 12. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Raiders are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth-quarter lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Now their backs really against the wall now. They knew how tough this would be on the road, AFC title game, and they have gotten all they could handle and then some.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he's free up the left sideline. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football.